Hello, my name is Marcus, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back as we tackle Dragon Ball Daima Episode 4, subtitled Chatty Patty. This is essentially what this episode was all about. Just a whole lot of talking and getting to know each other. We did have a few revelations from the demon realm for sure. Let's talk about that bug candy. So they're coming across and they hit the shop and they got bug candy. Apparently, Demon Realm candy has bugs that can heal you. They also have bugs that can help you perform fusion. That is correct. These are revelations. This is what happened in the episode. I didn't just make that up, I promise. Even Goku himself said, these bug candies work just like sensu beans. Or we can fuse together. Interesting. Very interesting. We also get wind that Supreme Kai nor Gloria will be partaking in any of the bug candy as they are not fans of bugs at all whatsoever. Speaking of Gloria, when we last left our heroes, he had just gotten his airplane stolen because he forgot that he was in the hood of the Demon Realm. I told y'all, Doc. Demon Realm 3, bro, y'all in the hood. Did you forget? I mean, damn, man, you gotta at least put that steering wheel lock on there or something. I don't know, you slacking, bro. Also, another cool little revelation as our heroes are traveling through the Demon Realm desert, we get wind that Glorio cannot sense Ki because they keep getting ambushed in the desert by these huge monsters and Glorio can't sense them. Now, don't get me wrong, he still holds his own in combat scenarios so far, even though I don't think they've really had anybody challenge them that's actually worthwhile. But it's definitely worth noting that Goku is able to sense the evildoers from far away before they even decide to attack, where Gloria apparently never developed this ability to sense Ki, even though he can fly. We don't know if he can shoot beams yet since he has his gun, but he can at least has some form of Ki control because he can fly, but he cannot sense the Ki though. So definitely worth noting. However, while we're on the subject, it is definitely interesting to take note that I'm surprised that nobody in the demon realm has figured out a method to track somebody's battle power. You would think that since they have some form of Ki control to utilize fighting abilities, that somebody would have developed a machine, like the Frieza Force, to track somebody's battle power, so you just don't hop into a fight not knowing whether or not if you're stronger than this person or not. I'm just saying, hopefully that's just not a retcon that Toriyama forgot about. Hopefully that will get explained. Now, as our heroes are traveling through the desert to get back to Glorio's King, these three amigos are brought up again. They are the guardians of the Dragon Balls. I can't think of the name of them. I'm so sorry. But they essentially guard each of the three Dragon Balls for each realm of the Demon Realms 1, 2, and 3. Of course, Goku gets wind of this and learns that they are all super strong. So immediately, Goku wants to abandon their mission of saving Dende completely and go and fight these guys to reclaim the Dragon Balls. And, he even tries to throw them there to, let's use the Dragon Balls to wish, ourselves back to adults. But Goku, you're not fooling anybody, not the Supreme Kai especially. You know that your one weakness is wanting to fight strong guys, not knowing if you can beat them or not. But Glorio kind of obliges the mission a bit. And he's like, let's just go talk to the king, get some transportation, save Dende first. Then we can go and track down the Dragon Balls of the Demon Realm. You can fight them and go from there. Now, as they are continuing on their mission to get to the king, Goku suggests that they maybe should fly to get there a little faster. Gloria then remarks that flying in the dense air of the Demon Realm 3 would drop all of their energy. So they stop at this little mart here where we meet the clown demon who we see in the trailer, and he provides them with a meal and the bug candy that I mentioned at the beginning of the vid, and a little rocket ship style transportation that they could utilize to travel a great distance across the demon realm. I admit, when this guy came out scream and he went through his whole spiel of selling stuff and he started singing, I was ready for him to go away. I'm not gonna lie. I did enjoy the musical score of these scenes, but just his atmospheric commentary, I'm like, oh God, make it stop. Definitely gave me the impression that Daima is more towards the kids generation. I definitely had to remind myself that I started watching Dragon Ball Z when I was 9 years old. So I think us as Dragon Ball fans, we all have to keep that in mind. For our late 20s, and for myself into my late 30s, Dragon Ball is still a franchise that mainly has to appeal to children. That's all there is to it. It's going to be some parts that we enjoy, specifically the fighting. It's going to be some parts where they're trying to get a laughter out of the younger generation so that they can garner the new fans to penetrate that newer generation to add newer fans to the franchise as well. Now, as I mentioned before, they utilize the demon clown to use a rocket to shoot across a large portion of the desert where they encounter this a big monster that we kind of see in the trailer. He makes an appearance, and this is here where we see the more of the fighting capability of Glorio. Super cool, and they're definitely utilizing some serious training. Very curious to see where he received this training from. Maybe Deborah himself, you never know. But to take down this demon, that was super cool, man. Goku was going to take him out, but he was still kind of getting used to the atmosphere of the demon realm. But lo and behold, we did get a cool Goku action scene towards the end of the episode with the power pole. We get an introduction to a mysterious girl that we see in the trailer that was holding the mask. She was essentially playing a Robin Hood style role, as we see the demon realm guards or knights or whoever taxing the demon realm citizens for more gold than they could possibly spare to lose. And if you were unable to, give the necessary amount back to the demon king, then they would literally suck 9 years out of your life. That is not an exaggeration. So she tried to step in and stop it, but she got caught up. And then Goku stepped in and saved her and gave us some of the best animated choreography I feel like I've ever seen with the power pole. I'm so happy that they decided to bring the power pole back into fruition. He did a sweeping motion with the pole and kind of spun on his hand at a 360 kick within the air. It almost reminded me of Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender as he would fight with his wind pole. It definitely reminded me of that. It was akin to that style of fighting for sure. It was so cool, man. And, I can't not even put it into words how cool it looked on screen. If you haven't seen it yet, I would highly suggest just going back and rewatching that fight scene a few times. It was the pie or the kind of the meat and potatoes that kind of made the episode worth it. The beginning story factors is kind of like you're getting through your vegetables. Then, the fighting scene with Goku is the one that are like, okay, now we're getting to our meat and potatoes here. This is what kind of drove the conclusion of the episode to make it seem like, okay, this is what we were waiting for here. This is super cool right here. Animation is definitely top notch in Daima. Can I deny it? What they're doing with it, I hope it continues, and I hope we get way more of it than what we just got here. I cannot wait to see an all-out battle between an even amount or an evenly matched foe for Goku and Glorio to face. I cannot wait to see it. And then to cap off the episode, we get an introduction to the character that will become known as Pansy. So, and that is going to end our episode, man. So ultimately, kind of a slower episode. Might be my least favorite episode out of the four so far, even though that scene with Goku and his power pole was absolutely top notch. It was only a couple of minutes long. The other 18 minutes of the episode were a little bit slow for my liking. I know the Dragon Ball Daima haters are going to love to hear me say that, but it is what it is. I'll always be a diehard Dragon Ball fan, but I'm definitely always going to be honest as well. I'm still excited for episode 5. I can't wait to see what this gives us to get more into Pansy's personality, what she's going to contribute to the group. I'm excited to see it. And that's going to wrap us up for this one, man. So if you enjoyed episode 4 of Daima, if you thought it was a little slow, if you enjoyed my breakdown, you know what to do. Hit that like button for me. That helps the channel grow. That helps put more eyes on the channel. I would really appreciate that. If you want to see more breakdowns, more action just like this, always remember that I am covering every episode of Dragon Ball Daima until the show ends every Friday right after the show drops at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. time on Crunchyroll. So if you want to see more breakdowns, just make sure you get subscribed at youtube.com/MarjX79. Always remember, I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You're more than welcome to follow me on those social media networks as well. So always thank you guys for the support. I'm getting close to 60,000 subscribers. That is amazing. Always appreciative of the love that you guys have always showed my channel, especially the Dragon Ball fans. As always, my friends, I will see you guys on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.